Hey, how's it going today? It's Monday, and after missing the Saturday stream, we're back with more Twilight Princess today. Last time, we successfully completed the first region of the game, the Farron stuff, including the Forest Temple. So today, we're going to be moving on to Eldon and all the things that encompasses. We get to see the Gorons and their awful protruding nipples. Like, very prominent nipples. Hey, alright. We're good to roll. How is everyone doing today? Hoping everyone had a relaxing weekend. I most certainly did. Got a chance to get out of town, see some people that I hadn't seen in a couple of months, which is always its own gift. One thing that... The nipples! You love to see them, don't you? How you doing, Noid? Hope that you're having a chill one, my dude. I don't think I can get my horse yet. Yeah, pretty sure Epona's locked out to me until I do the stuff in Eldon. Because I think the Bokoblins, including the big pig guy, are tormenting my horse at the moment. So let's go shock all the adults and be like, hello, it is me. Geared to the nines. The hero of Twilight, all that jazz, that is I. The mayor is who I want to be talking to, right? It's locked. Or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, yes, I am getting ahead of myself here. We're actually just supposed to leave. Instead of trying to offer any kind of comfort to the grieving parents inside of our hometown. We're more proactive than that. Whew. So we're going to a new province, which unfortunately means that we have to deal with the Twilight stuff first and foremost. So we're gonna get forced to be a wolf again, and then we gotta go on another bug hunt. But that'll unlock some fast travel for us later in the game, so you know, it's fine. Whew. So Annoyed, you familiar with Twilight Princess, my dude? Do you have a preference of Zelda game? Just threw that money away. It needs it. I did not need that. What's up, buddy? I probably don't need any more lantern oil. I'm trying to think of, like, what purposes the lantern really has outside of the Forest Temple. And I'm struggling to remember any time that it's really relevant again. So, probably best to just save my rupees. There it is. I love this version of the Hyrule Field theme. It's so triumphant. And like the little horn in the background, it's all so good. Do, 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 do. And like the constant going of like the is that a timpani? You liked Wind Waker, you saw your bub play since you didn't own a GameCube. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I from my understanding, most people have played this one on the Wii, and I only played this one on the GameCube, and it's really funny to think about how like this ran pretty much identically on the GameCube as it is the Wii. Ah, God, this freak. Go no further! There's a black wall ahead that blocks the way. I thought I would deliver a few letters, but it seems impossible. I am the honorable and dependable letter carrier, known to some as the postman. Now that I have introduced myself, please take this letter and read it at your leisure. To read a letter, press the start to open your collection screen to see the selected letter. You can do that to read any letter you receive. Do it whenever you can see fit. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail.
What?
Oh. Did I offend you, Dolphin? Oh, goody. The Dolphin emulator has decided that it's not a fan of what I am doing right now, so we're gonna have to reset it. That's great. There we go. God, you gotta love Dolphin. Wait, is that Lonk, the legendary hero of Rhyme? The hero of Rhyme? With my sword and shield, I will be just fine. How you doing, Zavis? Oh god, I hate the way these little guys run. Oh. Oh. Haha. What is my reward? Oh, scoop! Scoop the worm! You doing alright? Had dinner and gonna finish up some work for a bit? Potentially. Yeah, you don't want to set yourself up for too high expectations, I understand. Hopefully it's not a lot of work that you got on your plate. Hey, it was much closer than I thought. You remember, right? You know what this is. If you step foot in there, you might be a wolf again for quite some time. For at least as long as it takes for you to save the light of Eldon from the Twilight, anyway. So, shall we go to see the light spirit of Eldon? Alright. Time to do this for probably, I don't know, half an hour. 45 minutes. Yes, take me to the Twilight to Midna. Oh god. Time to become a quadruped. That's a good boy. Now you need to listen to what I say from now on. Ah, look. How lovely. The black clouds of Twilight are so fetching today. I feel so much more at ease here. And you look so much better like this than in those dusty old clothes anyway. Eehee. So, let's get going. Alright. We're gonna come up on something for sneaking. Oh. Soon. There it is. My sword! I know I shouldn't have given it to the little bastards. Big sneef. Oh god. Huh. Does Mallow ever blink? Or is he just like permanently got a 1,000-yard stare? See, isn't it being a wolf more convenient? Now use X to hone your senses. You've begun to reawaken as a wolf, I think. Eehee. Oh god, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. So yeah, you can... What they intend you to do is just like use your senses to follow your way to like where you need to go. But like there's basically only one direction to take anyway. So it's like a cool idea that they do utilize it more at a later point, so this is like kind of the introduction to the idea. But right now it's mostly just like follow the road anyway. What's this? That's strange. The bridge is gone. I wonder if this is the work of those shadow creatures. Ugh, what a pain. Oh well, let's look for it. You, get your map out.
If you need...
The yellow marks where we are. You knew that, right? Whenever you destroy those creatures from the darkness, a portal opens that looks like this on the map. You hear me? It's called a portal. You better remember that. Ooh, you love Twilight Princess Semi-Metronome. And in those woods, we came through... Yes! It's gotta be around here. I'll use my power to take you to the location of an open portal. Think where you want to go. I want to go... Yeah. Yeah, I too love Twilight Princess Metronome. It's not without its faults, like any of the Zelda games, but what it has going for it is like a really good sense of character and atmosphere, and I'm a big fan of both of them. See, I told you, we're here. You know, most people can't leave the Twilight that easily. You better be grateful. It's your job to look for the bridge. Look hard. Yeah, Hey, look, I found it. Wow, it's perfect, don't you think? What do you think? Should we take it? Let's walk. Good little obedient wolf. Am I playing the GameCube version? I am playing the GameCube version. It's the version that I am much more familiar with. You played it on Wii? Yep. The old... Everything is mirrored to what you're used to. I think that's just like the funniest solution. Like, oh no, most of our player base aren't left-handed like Link. What do? We could just like flip Link's model. No, flip the entire game. Yeah, okay. See, just as I thought. So, isn't the power of Twilight amazing? Call me if you need the power again. It should help you find what you're looking for, don't you think? Alright, let's keep going. Hiya, hiya. How was the rest of your weekend, May? I hope it was pretty chill. Huh. What are they doing there? Sup, Nick? This is a pretty elaborate gate. What are they trying to keep in? Or out? Played a lot of Tunic. Hell yeah. I know you said you'd be interested in checking out the VODs, which you can find by checking the About section of my Twitch channel. But, forewarning, there was a person in chat who was very vocal on helping me find things. So, unfortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of chances to do. Yeah, I didn't get to figure out a lot of things on my own. But there was like the big final puzzle that I did. Like, I specifically was like, don't tell me anything. And that was super satisfying to complete. So what are you thinking? How you would have kicked that person to the edge? I mean, like, probably should. I have a hard, like, they were so, like, I know it came from a good place, so I have a really hard time, like, booting someone out for doing something like that. Would have permitted the first save, fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Get closer. You. Way nicer to some people you've seen in the chat than... Yeah. Maybe I'm too much of a people pleaser. I kind of always have been. Oh my god. Stop. Stop! I have not saved. I'm playing on emulator, so if I don't have a save state, I have to restart. To the hero who was transformed into a blue-eyed beast in the realm of shadows in Twilight. This way. Wait, does this have healing properties? Or does it not gain healing properties until later? Not saying it's a bad thing if you have the patience for it. Yeah, fair. It's just, I've kind of always been the type of person that assumes the best of people. Which, you know, it's come to bite me in the ass in the past before. But I like to think that people aren't doing things with, like, malicious intent. You know? Not to spoil things too much, we found the library and also learned how to pray, so let's meditate. And got a grappling hook. I feel like that one's not a spoiler since all the hooks are very visible. Yes, very true. I am a spirit of light, hero chosen by the gods. Look for my light. Gather the light stolen by the shadows into this. Alright, time to go do some bug hunting. You're in Hoenn now. Oh! I didn't think that there would be that much content inside of this clicker, but it just keeps going, huh? Hoenn's the third one, right? Fave Gen by far. Which version are you playing? He's playing a Pokemon clicker game. Yeah. They are the form taken by the evil that attaches itself to my scattered light. I'll let Nick explain it, if you're curious. In this shadowy twilight, the shadow insects are invisible, much as the people from your light world are. With the last of my power, let me mark your map with the locations of the tears that have turned into shadow insects. But be careful. The darkness now hunts you. I need a heal. Huh. So, like, I don't think I've ever died as the wolf before while I have a fairy in a bottle. So, I'm curious if that'll revive me or not. Alright, the kids are hiding in here. Right? Yeah. Cripes! How the heck am I supposed to babysit someone else's little brats when I ought to be saving myself? He's masked up. Oh, yes, yes. Hey, you can climb up here. Bug? Where's the bug inside? I think the bug is inside. Hey, I found the kids. So essentially, it's all the games smashed together. Yeah. Cripes! I don't see those black brutes anywhere. A mine and farm and hatchery. Do you throw your Pokemons into the mines? Yeah. We are safe as long as we remain in here, child. Be at ease. Like doubling down on the indentured servitude. Oh yeah? I wonder if the monsters out there agree with you. They sure didn't seem impressed by my bombs. Oh, you do the mining. Alright, cool. How long do you think we can hold this sanctuary against beasts that strong, huh? Once they attack, it's over. Remember the lady from the general store? Just one of those things attacked her and a whole gang from town went to save her. And what happened? She was already gone, and there were 2 monsters waiting. You need to not play it because clicker games are a problem for you. I've never really gotten hooked onto a clicker game because, like, I don't know. I'm not one for just, like, repetitive motion. You love them? Yeah, and to each their own, for sure. You connecting the dots? Number go up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That means that if we get attacked by them, then we'll be... Have you considered number go up? Barnes! I have not. 100% clickers. Hell yeah. I think I need my games to do a little more for me than just number go up, you know? Look, Renato, all I mean to say is that it's risky here too. And you got some place we can hide? There is a cellar. What? You got a cellar? What's the entrance, man? The entrance to the cellar is designed to open when all of the candles have been lit. I would not do that. When Father instructed me to secure the cellar, I saw insects like the beasts outside. Don't cry, Beth. It'll be okay. Highball's coming to save us all. The mine thing reminds you of this upcoming Pokemon type game that also has guns, and the trailer shows the player putting Pokemon to work in a gun factory. That's just Digimon. You just described Digimon. I can feel it. Alright. These kids knew you'd come to save them? What a hero. How sad to be right in front of someone and not be noticed at all. You're chosen by the gods, and only that keeps you from turning into a spirit. Or worse, into a dark monster when you enter Twilight. And no one knows what you have done. You may be doomed to toil in obscurity forever. You're the type to worry about everything, I can tell. But don't fret over Princess Zelda, she chose this state of affairs, after all. Anyway, what's with having the light candles to get to the basement? Not very subtle, is it? So, what are you gonna do now? My lonely little hero. Ehehe. We're gonna do some quick puzzle solving. Easy. And you can check on them and everyone's like, what the fuck? What sorcery is this? The entrance to the cellar opening on its own? Could those beasts have engineered this? No. No, it's me. I would like some hearts, please. That's one thing. Oh, getting the Tears of Light healed me to full. Good to know. Personally, that's one thing I'm glad more recent games have, like, kind of thrown out the window is the you're low on health sound effects. The ba-da, 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 ba-da that you used to get back in the day. Looks like you can climb the scaffolding. We out. We're in the graveyard. Can't go in there yet. Over here. It's burrowed. Howlers. Is that just like one of those rip-off Pokemon games that, like, every once in a while you'll get an advertisement for? Just like, yeah, this is absolutely not Pokemon, but it's the exact same thing as Pokemon. Would you prefer the low HP alert to be incessant beeping, or your entire screen go red tinted ring? See, both of them kind of suck. Like, in Uncharted, where they just, like, make everything go completely grayscale. That kind of sucks, too. I like when it's non-intrusive. Like, it's on my HUD. I can see my health at any given time. Like, thank fuck Dark Souls doesn't do it. Like, holy shit, am I glad that Dark Souls doesn't have, like, a low health warning. Because could you imagine? Just constantly. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, Breath of the Wild kind of has it. It would never end! Middle of boss fight, beep, 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 beep. You're like, yeah, I know, I need to drink my Estus flask. I got hit one time. Thanks. Bugs, where you at? Oh, we need... Alright, we gotta burn them out. Oh, God. These assholes. Alright, I need fire. Give me fuel for the fire. Give me that which I desire. 20 roops. I can't remember if my wallet maxes out at 200 as like the base wallet in this game or not. I think 200 might be the max. I could check. It's 300. Yeah. Oh god. That does not seem very oh! Thought you could hide from me? Absolutely not. I am Wolf. That's kind of what I do. Ooh. $10. I'm gonna buy so many bombs when I have the ability to buy bombs. one plus side of using save states for this game means that I'm not, like, exiting out and restarting the game. Which means I won't get the constant reminder that a blue rupee is worth 5 and a yellow rupee is worth 10. That's always been one of the strangest things to me about this game. That, like... And it's only, like, the 5 and 10 denomination ones that they give you a reminder for. Is the stick in the same room as it? I thought I would have had to go grab one. I guess it's in the same room. And unfortunately, that was a trend that they, like, brought into Skyward Sword as well, but, like, somehow made it even more annoying. Where they, like, every time you pick up something, it shows you where it goes in the inventory. It's like, oh, we don't need that. I don't need to be told where the third tumbleweed that I picked up in a row is going. Alright, I think that's all the bugs in here. May I leave? Or do I have to go out through the same room? Probably the same room. There we go. Alright, yeah, we go this way. And invade some homes. For the greater good. Don't get it twisted. We are the good guy. Puzzle. Yep, that's just the one in here. If you're done with your errand, let's get out of here. I am, in fact, done with my errand. Metronome, are we good to watch more of The Expanse on Thursdays? Because I'm itching. I'm itching for it. Absolutely, hell yeah. Same time as usual. Sick. Alright, map. Zoom. Oh. Think you're off at 6:30? Alright, sounds good to me. I will be here. Right. We go in that way. Through the window. There we go. Hiya! Map. Still 3. Well, this takes you out into like a weird area. Oh, all right, yeah. Let's go. Let's go cause a lot of destruction real quick. Ruin someone's livelihood. Ooh. No fire, no fire. Don't no fire, no fire. But I need it. But I needs it. It's fine. It'll be fine. It's not fine. Huh? What did you do? Sorry, but as romantic as this is, I'm not going to stay here with you. I'm getting out. So you can... You can stay in there and game over. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can. That's, you know, how you crack a few eggs. 3! I don't suppose there's any nicer way to hunt these things, huh? Well, you had to sacrifice someone's house to find Tears of Light, but that's how the cookie crumbles, right? Sure. Oh, oh. Oh. You good? You good, Lunk? He's not. He's not okay. So one up there, and then there's still one down below that I'm missing before we need to start climbing the mountain. Bird. Bird. There we go. Alright, so... You can tell a lot about a person from their favorite Legend of Zelda games. I know that Nick said that his is Ocarina of Time, which is a totally justified choice. I think Annoyed mentioned Wind Waker, which I can respect as well. What about other people? Because there's... Honestly, there's like no real wrong choice to what your favorite Zelda game could be. Unless it's Breath of the Wild. Unless it's Skyward Sword. But even then, Wind Waker has the biggest spot in your heart. Totally respectable. Favorite is hard for you. Top 3? Yeah, you can do top 3 as well. I'm kind of the same way. I, like, flop back and forth given. But, like... Breath of the Wild to me, like... I think objectively Breath of the Wild is the best game. But it's so different from, like, your traditional Zelda stuff that I tend to, like, categorize it on its own. Like, I'll usually be like, I like Breath of the Wild the best, but if it's, like, traditional Zelda that we're talking about, I usually go with Majora's Mask. Though, that's, like, also kind of a cop-out, because Majora's Mask is so different than almost anything else as well. But I adore the, like... super somber tone and like the bleakness of everything. It's so good. Ocarina of Time, Link's Awakening is childhood classics, and Breath of the Wild is also there because yeah, just wow. I am ecstatic to play Tears of the Goddess when that comes out. I am here for it. You got stuck on as a kid, rental copy, and never tried again. Yeah, like, Majora's Mask is probably the least beginner-friendly of any Zelda game. Because there are some people who do not do very well with, like, the time limit stuff that's on it. Like, I know some people just don't like Majora's Mask because they hate being timed, just in general. But you can reset your time. Yeah, absolutely. But, like, just the fact that there's, like, a timer at all causes some people, like, undue stress. Which, like, fair. I didn't really have that struggle, but I know some people who are just like, I don't like games where I'm, like, told that I have, like, X amount of time to do something. Like, craziest example of that, some people are like, I don't like Stardew Valley because, like, even though there is no, like, actual timer to do everything in that game, some people are just like, just the fact that you have, like, 12 minutes to do a day just feels like they're putting, like, timing on themselves, you know? It's like if Outer Wilds was a Zelda game. Yes, very true. I think that they just convoluted at the beginning that I couldn't figure out. Yeah, Definitely. The first 3-day cycle of Majora's Mask is just like one giant like fetch quest. Probably you see people say it's stressful because of the time, and I sort of get that. Like to have to turn it off mentally, not literally in the game. Yeah, like I'm very much a min-maxer, so I'm the type of person that's like, I have to do every possible thing that I can in the allotted time that I have in a day of Stardew. So it's like, I gotta go talk to the people. I gotta go give my birthday gifts. I gotta get I gotta put in the ending touches of this one mission so that I can start another one immediately. And I gotta get my crops done. I gotta pet all my animals. And okay, I still got time in the day. Alright, I'm gonna go to the mines. Why do I have to stand guard? The ladder is destroyed, so it's not like any humans will come up. And what's with the elders? If we have a problem the humans can help with, we should ask. It's better than suffering for the sake of our pride. Nipples. But I don't find that kind of mentality stressful. Have you played Oracle of Ages or Oracle of Seasons? No. Actually, those are like some of the few Zeldas that I haven't played. Because they came out on the Game Boy Color, and I just did not have one of those growing up. You know what? You get that started, though. I think the short days also make it frustrating. Like, I can barely make it to town and say hi to people and water my plants before you're out of energy or the day ends. They're worth playing? Yeah, I mean, like, this seems like a good excuse to get to them, though. Whenever people online discuss their favorite Zelda games, those ones are always kind of near the bottom. Because the fact they're like Game Boy Color Zelda games, they're a bit on the simple side. I think they could do with like a remaster, kind of like what they did with Link's Awakening. So, this mechanic. It's cool in theory, but howling does not sound very good. There we go. I put them in line with Link's Awakening in terms of puzzles and controls and stuff. Yeah. Were they both made by who? I know that like the handheld Zeldas in general are like given out to second-party developers and not usually done by Nintendo on their own. So, like, didn't Capcom do Minish Cap? Flagship was the developer, yeah. I do like how, like, all these howling things are, like, songs from other games. Like, I think this is supposed to be the song of healing from Majora's Mask. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da. Let's teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Yeah, I mean, like, they kind of... When it comes to the energy thing that you brought up, Zavis, with Stardew, it's like, they purposely, like, give you less energy at the beginning of the game, but as time goes on, you unlock more and more of it. Other stream you're watching is in the Probe Dragon module. Totally get it. That's a big one. How far up do I need to go? I passed one already. Yeah. Not today. So, while it can be stressful to be like, I don't have enough energy to do anything, the more you play the game, the more, like, energy upgrades you unlock. And it's really satisfying when you're like, now I can do so many things. Or when you like start to unlock things that automate a lot of the process for you. Like, I'm at the point where in my main like farm for Stardew, all the crops automatically get watered at the beginning of the day, and I have these things that like collect all the crops once they're done growing as well. So it's just like the whole process is entirely automated, and that's when you get to that point, you can like just start like bringing in the money and focusing on the other content that's in the game. That's where it gets like big fan of that kind of stuff. Death Montaigne. Yeah. Watch out for rocks of the volcanic variety. Need to kill this guy first, because we can't get to him otherwise. Ew. Or, oh, the giant volcanic rock doesn't actually come down until you're human, your regular lunk. Why do I have to stand guard at the dead end of the bottom of a cliff like this? Wait a second, haven't tucked me out of the way because they think I'm useless? That's rough, buddy. That's rough. Oh, and I'm a wolf, so I know what rough is. Sorry. Hot! Another fumarole. And once again, it's in the worst possible place. I suppose this path is impassable now. Is it? Oh god. Bug! Hey. Oh no. Hey! I heard you. No. No, sir. Up, up. I don't have the boots. I have to go a different way. It's on the other side. There it is. Alright. That's the bugs. Easy. The vessel of light is full of tears, and light has returned to this area. Alright.
And what is going on?
I was just starting to have fun. Don't forget that Fuse Shadow. See you later. dude. My name is Eldon. I am one of the light spirits of Hyrule. I am the spirit that guards these lands. O great hero chosen by the gods. The dark power you seek lies in the sacred grounds of the proud mountain dwellers. But already those grounds have been defiled, draped in shadow and seeded with evil. You must go to those sacred grounds and cleanse them. Bye, bitches! A little dramatic in his exit, but that's fine. He's a spirit of light, he can do that.
Hi, Bo.
Move!
See, Bev, I told you Highball would save us.
Just dead. Rip. Look at him run. Look at him run like a wiener. You are the one from Ordon whom these children spoke of? We are well met. I am Renato, shaman of this town. And this...
Hey, what's up?
This is my daughter, Luda.
The beast took us and left us to die, but Mr. Renato found us.
At first, I couldn't believe they had come from so distant a place as the Eldon Province.
Yeah, we don't remember much. All of a sudden, everyone's captured, and then until now, it's been like
A nightmare.
yeah, it's like a terrible dream, and we couldn't wake up.
Nightmares are everywhere these days, it seems. This village has certainly seen its share of recent hardships. The dark beasts attacked, but even worse was the sudden and inexplicable change in the mountain-dwelling Goron tribe. They had long been our friends, but suddenly treated us as foes. Even now, they refuse to permit us entry into their minds. It's a bot. It strains the limit of belief, to think that such a gentle and proud tribe could change so suddenly. It makes me wonder if something in those minds is the cause of this change. In any case, you should take these children and flee this village before more nightmares descend. I, of course, cannot leave my village in such a time. There is no telling what may happen to us here. But it is my job to try to coax the Gorons back from their recent change of heart. They delved too deep, too greedily. Flame in shadow. What's up, kids?
I don't want to leave all these people just to save ourselves. Come on, Highball, can't you do something?
Isn't there some way to make up with the Gorons? You'd think something could go into those minds and do something. Yeah, like me, the hero, the protagonist of the story. Alright, so, right, in order to proc the story to continue, I had to try and climb the mountains, get my shit pushed in by the first Goron that I see, because, like, they're literal rock people. And I'm a bit of a twunk. Legend of Zelda, the Twunk-Light Princess. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Whoa! Ah! No humans allowed! These lands ahead belong to the Goron tribe. The elders said no humans may pass. Stance up. Grab him! Alright, well. A weak spirit is no match for the might of the Gorons. Do you understand me, human? Then away with you. Alright, I'm just gonna leave. I was so sure of myself. I'm nothing. Ah, how fortunate you're in one piece. I saw you head up the mountain trail, so I was worried. Are you trying to reach the Gorons at Death Mountain? It is far too dangerous, Highball. They recognize only strength. A normal person could never persuade them. Just wait until I return with my croissant. But I don't know one person who was able to best them, and I do know one person who was able to best them and earn their trust. His name is Bo. Bo Burnham, I love that guy. You may know him as the mayor of your hometown, Ordon. Please go to him, and while you are there, please let him know that the children are safe. Of course, getting them back would be best, but we could not keep them safe from the monsters on the road without a horse and cart. Please, return to Ordon and inform the parents that their children are free from harm. Give them my word. Alright, time for legitimately an awesome cinematic moment. Yeah, this is always like a highlight of one of the playthroughs of this game. Oh wait. Not this. The next time that we come back here. My horse! My horse is amazing! Whoa. Alright. To the left, to the right! To the left. Seize! Alright, Epona. We ride. You're not too shabby a wrangler after all. Won't this make getting back to your town a lot easier? Now go finish your errands so we can get back. Gotta move on. Yeah. They're like, we're gonna make you go all the way back to your town, to your hometown, so you can have your horse now. Mr. Highball, wait! Ugh. Greetings, Mr. Highball. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Oku. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. And just as quickly as he arrived, he disappeared. Move. My indestructible horse does not have time for you. Do I want to catch the bugs? For the awful bug girl. Maybe. I might only do it if I come across them. I might not. I don't think I'll actively try and seek them out. This horse just absolutely annihilates the grass. I'm no horseback rider, so I can't say with 100% confidence, but I feel like that is not what happens when you ride a horse. Alright. Bo! Yo, Bo! Sumo wrestle me, you coward! Highball! Whoa, it is you, Highball! You're safe and sound! Your clothes. What happened to you, lad? Come quick, inside! I see. So the young'uns are in Kakariko Village. Well, that's good. Renato's an old friend. If they're in the care, then we can relax. So, don't keep me waiting, lad. Tell me my little girl Lilia's with the rest of them, right? Oh, I see. That ain't what I wanted to hear. But Highball. I guess I need to think of all 5 of those poor kids, not just my own. They're all in danger. What I should be asking is how I can help out. Well, actually... What's that now? The Gorons of Death Mountain. I see. So Renata told you that. Well, if it's true, I did defeat the Gorons in a contest of strength and earned their trust. With the help of a little secret. Wrestle me. I can teach you the secret, but can you promise me that you absolutely, positively will not disclose it to anyone? I will. Between you, me, and the entirety of Twitch chat. Good. Alrighty then, absolutely no one. You guys promise not to tell anyone, right? Highball, you've heard of sumo wrestling, right? Gorons like to match strength in sumo contests. Luckily for you, the basics of sumo are the same as stopping charging goats. You want to hear more? You've said enough. I understand it completely. Oh, God. Big boy. You got this. And by you, I mean me. Hiya! Easiest goddamn sumo wrestling match of my life. Of my life! You seem to understand the basics. Alrighty, next time I won't go easy on you, lad. Fight me as if you were fighting one of the Gorons. That butt shot, though. Hiya! No! Oh god, he's serious. Whoa, not too shabby, lad. With your natural talent, I'm sure you can take on the Gorons. You got a sight stronger the short time you've been gone, Highball. Strong as you are, though, you can't hope to beat the Gorons wrestling with power alone. Those Gorons are made of rock! Nah, the secret to beating the Gorons is to cheat. Take it with you, lad. You got the iron boots. Wear these and it becomes so heavy, not even a Goron will be able to move you. Keep them in your back pocket. You can probably tell those boots are made of iron, lad. Whoever wears them won't easily be pushed around, even by a Goron. If you're fixing to fight a Goron, be sure to wear these boots. Let's be square though, lad. You can't tell anyone about those boots, especially Renato. Alright. I get it. You boasted about your strength and then cheated your way to fame and fortune. All the way to the tip top of the Ordano village political system. And now I have the blackmail necessary to take you down. Should I tell the other parents that I found their children? It's not relevant. They don't need to know. I'm not sure if they actually give you anything for telling them. Outside of the narrative satisfaction that you did the right thing. Funny. Yeah. Move. What's up, Rungo? That is indeed a pot friend. You just missed the hot and spicy sumo wrestling. I am sorry for your loss. On the plus side, you're here for like a legitimately awesome cinematic moment, so the trade-off is there. You hate the horse segment so much? Nah. This one's so good though. Worst part of the franchise? My god. The takes. They are smoldering. What? Wind Waker was good because no horse. If you think about it, a boat is kind of just like a seahorse, though. You use your horse for 5 seconds. Yeah, they make you do it to get inside of the desert, and that's basically it. If she's just going to stand there, she kind of deserves it. Colin, you shouldn't have done that. You got this, Lurk. We gotta go face. Slap the shit out of your horse, Link. You gotta go. Yeah, you use Epona for like maybe like 10-15 minutes in this game, because once you have the ability to transform into a wolf freely and fast travel everywhere, you basically have like no reason to ever use Epona. Except for that part in the desert where they make you use her. Or at the very end of the game, I guess. But to be fair, that's kind of true for all Zelda games. But should we probably write Oko? You take that back. We don't talk. This is an Oko haters stream. What the fuck? Oko is the ugliest thing ever put into a Zelda game. I hate looking at them. They're your favorite part of the Twilight Princess. I think they're hilarious in how ugly they are. who was the monster who thought it was a good idea to be like, let's make a chicken with a human face? You know, they're like Coco. They're like the cuckoos, but in reverse. Hence, ukus. They were a genius. Give that man a raise. Hiya. Controller? Alright. See? That wasn't that bad, Brungo. Wasn't that bad. Plus you get this cool background. This cool shot that probably a ton of kids used. Do it on keyboard? No. Why would I do that? I have a controller. Just because you put yourself through that doesn't mean that I have to. I'm not a sadist.
Hi, Bo. Is everyone okay?
I love you.
Good. Beth, I'm sorry, you know, for shoving you. Are you mad? I think I finally understand. I understand what my dad meant when he told me I needed to be stronger like you, Highball. He wasn't talking about strength like lifting stuff. He was talking about being brave. Highball, you saved me, didn't you? You can do anything. You can do something to help the Gorons and the mines too, can't you, Highball?
Yes. Yeah. He's dead. That's it for Colin. Yeah, I fucking hate the kids. Mallow's hilarious, but the other kids I do not care about. Yeah, I don't like the kids, and Illida is like so underutilized. It's like, oh no, she got amnesia. You have to rescue her. Okay. I guess I'll do that. And then you go through all the trouble. And then what? Nothing. You get her memories back, and she's like, ah, sup. Alright, thanks, bye. You're like, cool. She's like Starlink's girlfriend, except he just ditches her for Zelda. Well, like, Zelda's like probably the least involved in this game than she is in any of them, right? Yo. Hey now, it's you. Yeah, so I've been thinking about getting things sorted out so I can go ahead and reopen my shop. Thing is, I can't get the materials I need from the Gorons anymore. Man, I ain't got a clue what to do. Alright, he won't sell me any BAMs. And we can't do any of the side mission stuff until I have my bow and arrows. Yeah. She's just like the typical other girl that a lot of these earlier Zeldas tend to have. Like, Ocarina of Time's got like 3 of the other girls. You got Malon, you got the Zora princess. And then like Saria from when you're a kid. But then there's Zelda. Oh, hold on. I need my boots. Time for cheating. Ba-da. Ba-ba-da-da. And Gerudo Lady. Yeah. What's her name? Not Hayabusa. God. Naburu? Everyone's got the hot stereotype. Yeah, it's like a harem anime. You will never pass. You cannot hope to match our brute force. Yeah, but I'm going to cheat. DSC. Get out of here. Oh, and Sheik. Yeah. Yeah, for, you know. He's so attractive. That's a different one, count it! Throw it on the scoreboard! Come on. Roll. Oh, God! Very, very satisfying. Every time. The impact, and then just the big grunts. Everyone's favorite. My favorite, your favorite. I did not... Oh, I'm a fool! I forgot to go talk to the wolf spirit when I was back in Ordona. Now I'm missing the ability to do the shield bash. We're too far gone. We'll get it later. Here it comes. Whoa, you see that shit? Get on my back, bro. Cool. Thank you for the tutorial. Alright, here comes the big one. Whoa, this looks dangerous. Is this the traditional Death Mountain welcome? Eehee. Ooh. Let me up. Do it again. Hooray, the steam didn't push me over. Oh god, I have third-degree burns. And that's how the hero of time lost his face. It's not just hot, it's also very fast. Just strip that shit, strip skin and flesh directly off a bone. It's fine. I have Das Boot. Couldn't wombo combo. Very upset. Alright. Time to sumo wrestle some old men rocks. The content that we all came here for. Ooh. Jesus! Hey. Enough! Is this young one such an imposing enemy that you must all gang up on him? I think not, little brothers. I am a Goron elder, little human. I am called Gor-Koron. Because of certain circumstances, I must lead the Goron tribe in place of Darbus, our tribe patriarch. Tell me, little human, did you come from the village below? You have done well to come this far. You are strong for a human. However, the mines beyond here are sacred to my tribe. Outsiders are not allowed. Unless... Unless what? I could make an exception, but you would have to beat me in a contest of power. Are you willing to try that, little human? Not yet. Hey. Attention, little brothers. The human with the pointed hat is going home. Be polite and see him on his way. No, it's fine. Hello. What? What does he need now, little human? Do you truly want this? You truly plan to cinch up your belt and challenge me, little human? Yeah, I put on my boots. We can now fight. You have asked for it, little human, and now you will get it. Get off of me! Get off of me! No! Haha! Absolutely embarrassed. My god. I am the real Gor-Koron now, fucko. Young warrior, you have a strong will and sharp eyes. Fine traits. Want to see how well you can use them? You have seen it. I would bet. The mountain, erupting without pause. When the mountain began to rage, all four of us elders and Darbus, our patriarch, went inside to investigate its anger. We have a treasure that we entrusted to us by the spirits, and we must protect it. Do you understand? But the moment Darbus reached out and touched the treasure, everything went wrong. He collapsed, and before our very eyes transformed into an unspeakable monster. He began to rage through the mines, trailing ruin behind him, and the eruptions grew more frequent and more severe. We used all of our strength to seal him deep inside the mountain. It grieves us to do this to our patriarch, but we have no other course of action. I ask this favor of you, young warrior. Go to the aid of Darbus. Make no mistake, the spirits have guided you here. I, Gor-Koron, need your help. On behalf of my entire clan, I ask you for your aid. Hey! You two! Let the young warrior pass. Shimmy, shimmy. Alright. Let's go into the mines. Look at that, only an hour and a half to get through all the preamble before the mines. None too shabby. This dungeon's fine, but my shield probably will not make it through. Oh, I probably... Am I able to buy the Hyrule Shield at this point? I think I am. Hold up. Oh, I have to go around from the other side. Get the boots off. Oh. This was a ruse. A clever ruse to make me waste my time. Are they gonna show me it again? Oh, no. Okay. They trust me to remember that. Perfect. Let's see. And that leads to nothing. $10 rupees? 20 rupees. La-di-da. Put that towards my future shield investment. Gotta go fast. Like that. Oh. We're fine. Money on that. Boots off. I was gonna make comments like, thank goodness everything's built around the heavy boots in this dungeon, but I guess switches being weight sensitive when the main people in here are rock people does kind of make sense. Hey, how you doing, Jarp? How do you say that? Jarpy Ven? Welcome to the chat, first time chatter. Hope you're good morning for you. It's starting to get to be evening for me. How are you doing? Finish. As you can see, we're doing some... She's fine. If people wanted to say my name correctly, I would have picked an easier name. Fair enough. I'm gonna go with Jarpy then. You a Twilight Princess fan? I got the key. Do definitely enjoy it. Nice. Gonna ask the question, is it your favorite Zelda game, or do you have other ones that you prefer? I know it's a pretty loaded question, considering there's like quite a few to choose from. It's your favorite for sure? Good choice. Absolutely good choice. I'm of the mindset that there's like... there's no real wrong choice when it comes to choosing your favorite Zelda game. Because I know for a lot of people it's like, oh, I grew up with this one, so it holds like a lot of nostalgic value for me. Because less bullshit than the other 3D ones. Skyward Sword is... So, like... I think there are definitely, like, things in Skyward Sword that you could say, like, are good. Like, there is some merit to the game. Like, it looks very good. The soundtrack is incredible, because it's, like, fully orchestrated. And I would argue that Skyward Sword's Zelda is the best Zelda. But gameplay-wise, yes, it's definitely lacking. You would argue it's a good game if the controls weren't so sus annoying, at least as the original ones. Yeah, I think, like, Skyward Sword would benefit a lot from, like, a remake on a console that does not require you to use motion controls. Though, I do think there are some, like, design choices in the game that also leave a lot to be desired. Mostly how linear the game kind of feels in terms of, like, progression through the game. But there's definitely, like, some high points in there. Like, all the time stone stuff, that's all very interesting and, like, makes for pretty fun puzzling. I think some of the items in the game are a lot of fun. The Ancient Cistern, which is, like, one of the later dungeons, is one of my favorite dungeons in any Zelda game. Being designed around the myth of climbing the spider, like that. It's like a Japanese folklore tale of climbing, like, the spider silk or whatever. Look at this charming little man. I'm a big fan of this guy. Oh, I thought I felt a presence, but what a surprise to find a young human. Word has come to me of you, and if Gorgoron has faith in you, then your heart must be true. I am one of the 4 Goron elders. Gor Amatos is... Or Amoto? He's got stink lines coming out of him. I would argue that is smoke, because he's got little craters all over his back. I don't want to call him a stinky boy. That is one of the key shards that were merged together, form the key to the room where Darbus is being held. He is our patriarch. The key is split into 3 pieces. Each of us elders keeps a piece. You must hurry to the other elders. Nah, man, that's stink. He like an onion. He's got layers, though. Got the dungeon map. Alright. Do I get Uku? I know that they're in this room, and I could easily get them. But at the same time, I could just ignore them. Like, I don't need them. Yeah, my man's been chain soaking past 2 years, so that's just smoke purging itself. Oh, he's on a cleanse. Okay. I like that. I like that take. It's a good take. I'm trying to think of, like, which of the 3D Zeldas I've played the most. I think Twilight Princess might actually be the one that I've played through the most times. Like, I think it's got enough going on for it that it just kind of draws me back to it every once in a while. But I mean, like, I've played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, just, like, more times than I can actually remember. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, free at last! Gracious, you're the nice fellow who helped me out the other day. How nice to see you again. Well, now that you've found each other again, let's stick together for a bit. I'll be right with you, so if you want to walk out, just let me know. You've been reunited with Uku. This kind character will let you out of the dungeon and return you to where you were. Set her to and call her with Y or X. For you, Twilight Princess, but at least it did a handful of Zelda randos, and TV definitely not the best game for that. I know these games very well, but I've never tried doing a rando. How can you look at her saggy nips and tell me that she's not the best part of the games? The Gorons also have saggy nips, Brungo. That's not a singular selling point for a character in this game. And also, I don't like her beady eyes and disgusting bald head. Now, I'm not saying her being bald is disgusting. I think her head looks awful, and it being bald accentuates that fact. I will shit-talk Uku forever. And also, her child is somehow worse. Just a floating head with beady bug eyes that stare right through you. So you hate bald people. Alright, well now we're reading into things that I feel like my words are being twisted here. I know plenty of bald people. Plenty of them. I would even go as far as to say that some of them are even friendly. So I really like the magnet, how magnets work in this dungeon. My one complaint would be is that I wish it was just slightly faster, because it does feel pretty clunky and slow, but it is a cool dungeon mechanic. It's also very loud. Very true. Yeah, this room in particular, for sure. Because, you know, you gotta go out of your way to get the heart piece, and then you gotta go all the way back around. Thankfully, after this point, it's like, this is as bad as it gets in terms of, like, the clunkiness. I need to mentally make sure not to get any more rupees, because we're sitting at a pretty premium number, I would say. Yeah, and then you walk into the dead end because you're not looking at the map. Are you calling, is that a called shot? Nah, we're good, we're good. I think. You do it literally every time, though. Fair. So, are you a GameCube or Wii Twilight Princess player, Jarpy? I've always been a GameCube version player. I did not have a Wii when the game came out, but I did have my GameCube, because when the Wii first came out in 2006, it was pretty much impossible to find one in the city that I live in. Like, it was pretty much out of stock for the first 2 years that it was on the market. Originally I had it on Wii, but all the randos have replaced it on the GameCube version. Fair enough. Like, I understand why they wanted to, like, do the dual release, because, like, the idea of putting bow and arrow controls into a Zelda game on your motion control console, that's real tempting. Like, I remember when, like, the hype season prior to the release of the game was happening, and, like, there was a showcase, like a 5-minute long YouTube video of just watching Link go into the one room in this dungeon with the bow and arrow and just, like, precision aiming it to shoot stuff from across the map, and people being like, oh my god, this is the next generation. And I wouldn't be surprised if that did not help sell more than a handful of copies of the console. Because, I mean, Zelda's kind of always been a console-selling franchise. I went back the way I came. Fantastic. Alright, yeah. Let's go. I don't need to go that way. Yes. How does this tunic to 5? I mean, like, maybe you could make an argument that, like, you can see the chainmail that's kind of like all the way through. Like, you can see it peeking out of the top and from out the bottom as well. So perhaps that's why. Or maybe Nintendo didn't want you to be able to upskirt Link, you know? Like, the helmet, like, your hat kind of dangles down. Nothing of value. Continue on. These guys. How about you? There we go. I got more rupees. It's fine. Got a small key. You got a small key. Oh. Can't grab onto these, can I? Oh, I can. Alright, we're good. Do I have to go over there? I do. I do have to go over there. Hiya! I'm trying to think of my favorite handheld Zelda, and it's between A Link Between Worlds and Minish Cap. Is what I would go with. Minish Cap because I am a big fan of like the Wind Waker aesthetic, and I think that there's like a lot of fun side content stuff in that game. But A Link Between Worlds is so good. Minish Cap, definitely. You didn't like A Link Between Worlds? Was it not your cup of tea? Or do you have a different one that you would choose out of the handhelds? Though I've only played A Link Between Worlds the one time, but I remember being motivated to try and do everything in that game. It was fine. You're not okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. But you like Minish Cap more, is what you're saying, which is totally acceptable. I see. I probably should hit the switch. If you want to cheat and include 3D remakes, I mean, it technically is a handheld. So, I don't know about you, but for me, when it came to like the 3DS remakes, I think the 3DS Ocarina of Time remake is just like in my opinion, the definitive version of the game. However, I think the changes that they made to Majora's Mask on the 3DS made the game worse. Like, there were some quality of the life improvements in the Majora's Mask on the 3DS that were nicely welcome. Like, being able to warp to specific times for the side content stuff, that's awesome. That's super good. Or the Bomber's Manual just being like something that you can have pulled up on your bottom screen instead of having to like go out of your way to check on it. That's pretty great too. But I think they messed around with the boss fights way too much in that game. And the biggest complaint I have about the remake is how much worse the Zora swimming is. Like, swimming around as a Zora in the original one was awesome. It was so good. And they completely changed it in the remake, and it entirely for the worse. At least in my opinion. I mean, I still thoroughly enjoyed the game and 100%ed it, but original Ocarina of Time has some inferior mechanics, so you'd never play without a few quality life improvements at least. Yeah, like the one that I point to like all the time is the few minor changes that they made for the 3DS version for the water temple. Mostly like making the iron boots an equipable item makes that temple so much better. And also, there's like that one room inside like the middle tower in the water temple that you don't. That's like the point I always got stuck at on my like replays of N64 Ocarina of Time, because I'd always forget it was there. But they like go out of the way to have like the camera like pivot down towards it the first time that you go into the room. It's to be like, hey, there's like something down here, by the way. And those two changes make the water temple like infinitely more bearable. Like, reduces a lot of the confusion, because like that was like the meme for the longest time with the game, right? It's like, oh, the water temple is like so confusing, so hard. It was just kind of more tedious than anything. To be honest, best part of playing Ocarina of Time Rando is that one of the changes they made is that all the boosts are just usable from the D-pad. Yeah, great quality of life improvement. That's awesome. Don't shoot me. I need the small key. Yeah, because as a kid, like, the sound effect of, like, opening the menu and swapping to the next one to go to your, like, clothing options, like, just permanently ingrained into my brain because of the water temple, right? Kind of the same case with, like, the hover boots, though I was one of those madmen that just, like, wore the hover boots all the time, despite, like, the lack of friction that they gave you. Man, just ankles would snap in two in real life. Just all your body weight just being pushed on them. And for Twilight, they add quick switch to wolf and back, can turn to wolf in front of people, and able to change from the day and night. Yeah. Yeah, those are all great. Those are all great. The not being able to turn to a wolf in front of people is just like such an arbitrary thing. I get it, it's like, it's narrative. People aren't supposed to know that Link can be wolf. But, I mean, from a gameplay perspective, it's just like, this is annoying. The young human. I am pleased to see you make it this far, brother. I am one of the 4 elders of the Goron tribe. I am called Gor Abizel. You have heard of the plight of our patriarch, otherwise you would not have come to see me. Here, take this, brother. I need one more. Faster climbing speed? Oh, yeah, I was noticing how slow Link climbs in this game. Whew. Now, there was one more shard, but seeing you has reminded me of the dangers that line the path to it. There is something that may help you. A weapon said to have been left in the mine by a hero of old. So much nicer for sure. It is beyond price, and we have protected it through generations. Now, when our tribe balances on the brink of ruin, it could aid in our salvation. The hero's weapon is stored safely up ahead. Talk to the god and take it with you with the blessing of the Gorons. Thank you, thank you. This guy's my favorite of the elders. Especially when, like, he starts to pop off at certain points of the game. Very fun. 10 yellow rupees. Or 10 rupees from 1 yellow rupee. Good time for some coffee. Yeah, you said good morning, so what time is it where you're at, if you don't mind me asking? And also, if you're not comfortable with answering that question, you don't have to. 4:51 a.m. Oh my god. That is so early. Are you up for work-related reasons or unfortunate reasons? And yeah, get some coffee. Absolutely. Oh, have we maxed it out? We're at 300 rupees. Alright, boss fight. Nah, no work today, but normally I wake up at 3 a.m. for work, so I tend to wake up pretty early. Fair enough. That's... 3 a.m. is so early for work. Like, whoa, human! Like, I used to work a job where I would have to be at work for 5, so, like, I would get up around, like, 4:30, but that's the earliest I've ever had to get up for a job. But, I mean, if you're used to it, then fair enough. What business does a human have coming here? None. No business. This is a forbidden place. I will protect this treasure from you. This is such a cool boss fight. It makes sense why this is the only mini boss that they like. You plow snow for work in the winter. That makes sense. Okay. I'd like to get back up, please. Okay, well. You plus... Oh, okay. So you have, like, seasonal jobs, then? That's cool. And you got today off, so... Your work week's a little different than the average, is what I would gather. Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm in Canada, and we've had a noticeably strange lack of snow. This, like, for the last few months. Like, November and December, we got hit by a ton of snowfall, but January and February has been, like, pretty lacking. It's been surprisingly warm for us. Yeah. Might have to work 3 weeks at a time, or sometimes no work for a couple weeks. I imagine that can be kind of stressful, though, eh? Not having an exact idea on what you can expect out of your work week. I'm one of those type of people that like to have, you know, a sense of structure. So, not having a exact idea on, like, will I have work or not, I feel it would cause me a lot of undue stress. Oh, that hurt a lot. Who knew these humans were capable of such feats of strength? Maybe you are gonna see the patriarch of our tribe? I'm glad to hear that it works for you. That's all you can really ask for, honestly, out of work. Is that it meets your needs. So, that is why you're here. In that case, take the weapon of the hero of the past. But in exchange, you must save the patriarch of our tribe. I will do. Bow and arrow, let's go. With skills like yours, even the patriarch can be brought back to his senses. Take the hero's weapon and save our patriarch. It was a weird year, though. December's pretty chill, but this year was crazy busy. Yeah? And then January was chill than usual. Then usually is the worst. Okay. If it's 4 a.m. for you, I'm guessing you're in Europe? So I'm not exactly sure what the weather patterns are like around there. I could be mistaken, though. Because that's like my guess. Oh, I need... Give me that... Oh. Finland. Okay, cool. Very cool. So, you also do get some so. Yes. That makes sense. You know, I only started streaming about like half a year ago, and I have to admit, I find it always very cool when someone from a vastly different part from the world, of the world from me, happens to stumble across my stream. I always feel like it's a cool learning opportunity for me, or just kind of goes to show the good that the internet can do. I'm also humbled. Oh god. They're so mad. Alright. Everyone can just calm down for a second. The controller sensitivity on here is very finicky. Like, I'm barely touching the controller. Alright, cool. Let's go. Nothing. That one's got a chest in it. Is this the compass? I think this is the compass. It's the compass. Alright. Well, we got all the chests on the first floor, it would appear. Huh. Looks like the dungeon map is glitched out. You get plenty of time to do some car maintenance because of no work. Oh yeah, is that something you do in your spare time? Do you like update old models or just work on whatever? I have zero auto mechanical know-how. That's something that I'm always jealous of other people, and I'm sure like it's a matter of like just sitting down and learning the thing, but I did not grow up in a household where that was something that my father was ever like really into. And from my understanding, most people that are into that kind of thing kind of pick it up through like familial stuff. Either like, oh, my father was like was a mechanic, and I picked up a lot of stuff from him, or my father restored old vehicles, all that jazz, right? So that's the way forward. So I think the side one leads to the other Goron to get the last piece of the key, if I recall correctly. Haha! Drive, maintain, build cars as a hobby, but also have plenty. It also saves plenty of money instead of taking my car to a mechanic. Yeah, that's like where most of my jealousy comes from. It's just like, I wish I knew how to fix this so that I wouldn't have to spend a ton of money getting my car maintained by other people. Ah, you're here at last! I hear that you begged to pay a visit, young human. I am far-sighted in all things. Here you go. The last key shot. Combine all 3 shots. I got the big key. If you use that key, you can open the room where Darubis, the tribal patriarch, is being held. Who knows how powerful Darubis in his new grotesque form is? But I suppose I could trust your power, considering you came this far. Hurry now to the patriarch's room. Alright. We got everything we need to do the boss fight. You grew up on a farm, so grew up messing with mainly heavy machinery, mopeds. Wasn't really interested in cars until you got your license. Okay, but I imagine those skills, like, definitely translate over, right? So, like, working on, like, for us, those are like John Deere's and all that. Learn all you know about cars from your godfather on YouTube. Very cool. Very, very cool, Jerby. This is another magnet room. Ahem. Yeah, mechanical stuff is still mechanical stuff. They all kind of like run on the same principles, right? Hey, that's always, like I said, it's very cool to, when people are able to do that stuff on their own, because I've got no knack for it whatsoever. I'm just gonna ignore these guys. That worked out well for me. Yeah, myself, I work as a chef, and right now my main place of employ is at a retirement home, where I run a bistro. So, what I lack for in mechanical know-how, I do make up for in culinary knowledge. I don't want to die because my save state Or I'm gonna quickly save state, because if I were to die, I don't actually have a save in the game. There we go. And I wouldn't want to have to restart all of the progress that I made today. So, here we are. 90% of all maintenance on older cars is easy enough for anyone to do. But unexperienced people are usually too scared to even try. And by older, I mean pre-2010. After that, you need too many damn computers. Okay. Well, I drive a 2000 Pontiac Sunfire, so what I'm hearing is maybe give it a shot. Yeah, because, like, the main thing that causes me to, like, whenever you take your car to the mechanic, most of the money that you get charged is for labor in comparison to, like, parts and stuff, right? So the idea of being able to, like, try and do it yourself does seem appealing in terms of, like, cost efficiency, but like you mentioned, it's intimidating, because the last thing I want to do is, like, you know, try and do work on my car and then mess it up. But I mean, like, I guess everyone kind of has to start at some point, right? Yeah. I think if I were to, like, find someone who could, like, show me the basics on something that wasn't my own vehicle, so that I would at least have, like, some working knowledge, I would probably feel a lot better about attempting it, right? No, my shield! My shield! I forgot that you can just, shoot them. In this age, everyone has a smartphone, so it's hard to majorly fuck up. You just take pictures of every step you do when disassembling stuff. Then you can just look at pictures in reverse if you forgot how something was. That's actually a really good point. I hadn't considered doing something like that, but that actually... that's really smart. And for all basic jobs, there's like infinite really good YouTube tutorials. Fair. What's up? Hey, how exactly do you plan to fight the monsters in here without a shield? You perishing in a place like this isn't gonna do me any favors, so why don't you equip yourself properly before you regret it? I'm fine, Midna. I'll get a shield after the boss. I'll just put that back for later. I mean, the little bit of, like, sometimes I do wish I got myself into a cheaper hobby. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But I mean, like, you can also make money doing it too, though, right? Like, restoring old vehicles can be pretty profitable, from my understanding, right? Oh, hello. I completely forgot that that guy was in this dungeon. Considering that he's, like, kind of foreshadowing a mini-boss in the next. Oh. Stop. Stop. Please. Fantastic. Fallen restorations are pretty time consuming, but you can definitely make some easy money buying cars that can have something relatively small broken, fix that over the weekend and sell for profit. Yeah. Cool. But I've definitely... There are some people who are, like, way more into restoring, like, vehicles that are basically just completely totaled, right? And I assume that's more of, like, a... This is a passion project for me and less of a... I'm trying to just make a quick buck. Don't tell me I need a shield again. I know that I don't have one. Oh, that guy's just chilling. You good? We good? We good. Whoever originally said to make your hobby your job and you'll love every day of your work. Definitely didn't know if you follow their own advice. Nothing was a fun hobby for them to do as a job. I feel that 100%. So, like, I love cooking. I hate doing it for a job. Because as soon as you are forced to do something for like 40 hours a week, I feel like no matter how much passion you feel for something, you eventually get burnt out on it. Give me that barrel. And let's turn on the magnet. Like when I had the opportunity to not spend 40 hours a week cooking for other people, I like took the time to like learn how to make a bunch of new dishes, tried things that I hadn't tried doing before, but then as soon as it became my job again, just like completely lost all motivation to like put in the effort to cook for myself, and it really sucks because it is honestly something I enjoy doing. I realized it before I ever got into working as a mechanic, but I know so many people that loved messing with cars until they became mechanics, and now they just drive shitboxes because they have no patience to work on their own cars stuff after work. Exactly. Yep. And I feel like that has to hold true for so many other fields of work. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse you. Alright. We're just gonna get up close and personal here. There we go. And up. Alright. Okay. Ooh, hello. Oh, one more? Alright, friend. You also enjoy cooking, so you definitely don't want to end up working as a chef either. That's what I've done for 15 years now, is working as, like, a cook in various locations. A lot of line cook experience, all that jazz, and yeah, it definitely sucked a lot of the fun out of it. Especially when I got to, like, there was a point where I had to, like, manage, or I was, like, managing a steakhouse, and yeesh. How do you feel about doubling your workload for the exact same amount of pay? Feels great. Boss time. This boss is so cool. It's not difficult, though. Super lucky when you start working at a team that your first job was driving heavy machinery, so you skipped all the normal star jobs, like customer service and fast food. Yeah, right? If you can get your foot into the door early, and then just be able to put that stuff onto your resume, it makes a world of difference. Twilight Igniter, fire us! Alright, okay. Oh! Oh! Yeah, having disposable income at 18. Good time of your life to have that kind of money. Down, oh boy, down! Do we get the finish? We do. Yeah, such a cool boss design. Really kind of a lackluster boss.
What?
Hee, well done.
Good
Now we have 2 fused shadows.
anywhere.
You know, we've been very helpful so far, so as a reward, I'll tell you an interesting story. Zant.
What are
That's the name of the King of Darkness who cast this pall of shadows over your world. He's very strong. You would be nothing to him in your current state. But Zant will never be my king. I have nothing but scorn for his supposed strength. Not that your Zelda is much better. It still appalls me that this world of light is controlled by that princess. A carefree youth, a life of luxury. How does that teach duty? But I guess I shouldn't begrudge her the circumstances of her life. She didn't choose it after all. And I would never wish harm on her. No, as long as I can get my hands on the fused shadows, I'll be just fine. Well, just one more left, shall we? Although if you have a regular schedule in the restaurant industry, that's pretty nice. My friend who worked at restaurants definitely also has terrible schedules like me. Yes. Yeah, like when you're not when you don't have a set position inside of a restaurant, your schedule can jump all over the place. Like, there are plenty of days where it's like, hey, you're working from 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. one day, and then you're scheduled at 5 a.m. the next day, and you're like, so I get like 5 hours of sleep between shifts, and they're like, yep, and then you work another 8-hour shift after that, and you're completely throws your sleep schedule off, because then maybe the next day you're not working until like 11 o'clock, but you're dog tired the day where you only got like 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, the restaurant industry can be pretty brutal. I'm lucky in that my position is like 9 till 5:30 Monday through Friday, because I'm the only person that like works in the one place that I'm at. So I have something that a lot of people who work with food don't get the luxury of, and I'm very thankful for that. Trying to figure out a day where me and my friend work in restaurants and a normal 9 to 5 people all have time to do something is a gigantic pain. True that. That's why when you're working in the restaurant industry, basically the only people that you socialize with are other people who work in the industry, because the full-time employees at like a sit-down restaurant, you're not working. You don't get Friday, Saturday off. You don't get Friday, Saturday, or Sunday off. Your usual days off are like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So people will be like, do you want to go do something on the weekend? You're like, that doesn't work for me ever. Want to go outside? Are you all done here? Yeesh. Alright, we did. That's all of the Eldon stuff. And we still got like a bit of time left to kill, so we might as well just hop right into the next stuff, eh? Maybe do some side content. We could do some side content. I think some of it unlocks now. It's always at the reservation of his snows got dip early. Yeah, fair enough. Heroic Highball. North of here, across the plain and past the great stone bridge, in the land guarded by the spirit Laneru, you shall find one who you seek. Oh good, the child is up.
Eyeball. Ilya. You gotta save Ilya.
Had to work both Christmas Eve and Christmas Day this year. That's always fun. Yeah, I feel for you, man. That sucks. The steakhouse that I mentioned working at, we were open 365 days of the year because we were attached to a hotel. And so when I was managing it, they're like, you're working Christmas Day because we were open for breakfast, from like, I think 7 a.m. until 11. And then we were open for room service from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. So it was like, I got to go home for like 6 hours, come back into work for 3 hours, where we got literally 0 orders in the 3 hours that we were open for room service. And then I was able to drive back to my hometown to go see my family for like the in Canada we have Boxing Day, which is on the 26th. That's what I had to do that year.
Those monsters left me with the other kids, but they must have taken her somewhere else. Whenever I thought I couldn't go on, I would think of you and Ilya and hold on, Highball. See? I'm fine now. Remember what I told you back in Ordon, Highball?
Well, I'm gonna be just like you, Howell.
So you don't have to worry about me anymore. Go help Ilya.
Leave the children to me. I'll watch over them, I swear it. Do not let their fates trouble you. Go to those who need you. In Hyrule, countless tales are told of the ancient hero, and your deeds bring them all to mind. May the graces of the great goddesses who shaped Hyrule bear you on your way. Parents live 2.5 hour drive away, so Christmas Eve, which is the main celebratory day here. You headed to work at 4 a.m., got done at 10 a.m., drive to your parents, and still had to drive home so you could work again at 4 a.m. the next day. Ooh, but yeah, that sounds like a long day. Yeah, it sounds like a lot. Okay. So first things first. We gotta go to Mallow Mart. You gotta go to Mallow Mart. Ah, they aren't dancing yet.
Huh?
Your mom would be so mad if you skipped Christmas, so you gotta do it. Yeah, very true.
Hey, you can look at stuff, but you don't dare just take things. That's my valuable merchandise. You want it, you pay for it. I decided to take on this unmanned job. Buy something. It helps the whole village when you do.
Give me that. I see.
I suppose I could part with it.
Metal shield.
Maybe I can't become a hero, but I fear I can help people out with heroic business deals. Better work harder too.
Equip. Alright, so there's a item we can get here. To be honest, a bit anticlimactic in this game that you just buy the shield upgrade. Wasn't it the exact same in Twilight Princess, though? Like, that's how you got the Hylian shield, or not Twilight Princess. In Ocarina of Time, that's how you got the Hylian shield as well, right? By just buying it. I mean, you did get the mirror shield as like a item. You can find it in the graveyard in Ocarina of Time? Really? I didn't know that. I need bombs. There's another upgrade in, yeah, there's the mirror shield in Oot, right? And that one's like that's a item that you get from one of the dungeons. I don't know. I guess the main way that I've always gotten the shield, it feels much more Zelda-y. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, they do have the super set of armor that you can get in this game, which I think is kind of cool. Bombs!
Oh.
Hey, bud, how about this? Yes, gimme. I don't have enough money.
I don't have enough money.
There was so much money that's left inside the Goron mines. Oh well. It's fine. We'll get 20 rupees and then we can do it again. But we can go for the Hawkeye item here. I think that unlocks now, right? Well, by the time you get the super armor, it's pretty useless. Yeah, because by that point you pretty much like have done all the side content already. But it's nice that they give you something to do with your like rupees, right? Even the late game bosses do so little damage that at 10 hearts they pose like 0 challenge. Yeah, I will admit this game is not particularly difficult. I heard this town was also attacked by beasts, and that he had met with a terrible fate. It is shameful that we were so concerned with ourselves that we did not even help them. I am helping the little human up above keep watch to help our relations in Kakariko Village and our people on Death Mountain. You want to check out the view from up top? It's pretty amazing scenery, brother. Climb up on my back and take a look. Yes, please. Climb up, brother. Hiya! Fantastic. 3 heart run. The hardest part is probably the Snow Peak mini boss. Okay. Oh, you mean like the lizard with the ball and chain? Or the final rune of the Cave of Ordeals with the 3 dark nuts? Yep.
Highball! Check me out. I'm up here keeping watch for the whole town. Yeah, any more monsters try and attack, and I'm gonna be ready. I'll shut my head off and warn everybody.
Yeah, the lizard with the chain hits. Yeah, that guy does hit hard, and it's also a pretty small room. So it could be pretty punishing.
Ah, gee, but if I had a bow, then I could just sit up here and shoot all those nasty monsters. Oh, hey, I know Highball. You can show me how to use one. Come on, please, just show me how to shoot a bow Highball. Okay, alright. Ah, yeah! Okay, Mallow's down there in front of the spring, so go down and find him. Then show me from there.
You came, but can you really use a bow? I've never seen so much as hold a bow back in order. Whatever. First off, shoot through that.
Easy.
I guess that one was a bit on the easy side. Fine, how about that?
You mean like this? You mean like that? Hold on. The aiming is not the best. Alright. Bam. Nope. Oh god, I'm gonna have such a hard time hitting the pole. The lizard dies to one hit with Mortal Draw. Yeah, that's super funny. Oh my... I'm gonna run out of arrows. The sensitivity on this is so rough. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can adjust my controller sensitivity because that is rough. Let's try now. Cool. Not much better at all. Hell yeah. Hey! Up here! Try to hit this pole! Alright. There's like a trick that I had figured out for this.
It's like you need to aim along the edge of the building. But I don't know if I can get it. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Nope. Nope. I'm out of arrows.
You're out of arrows. Do I look surprised to you? You wasted shots like it was your day job. Unless your idea of fun is throwing arrows directly into the garbage, you should try out the Hawkeye in my shop. Trust me, you need it. Alright, if you need an arrow, I'll sell you some. They're 52 each arrows. Of course, that includes shipping and handling. They're yours.
You get the Hawkeye for free if you do this. And like,
You mind sharing with me how much time you tend to waste on a silly game like this? I mean, really, you think we'll just play fun little games? Keep this up and you won't survive a second on the battlefield. You're tired of wasting...
yeah, shut up. Shut up, child. It's not my fault that I can't do minute adjustments. This is so brutal. Oh! No! I had the angle. I fell off of it. Oh my god. Oh. You're definitely making this harder than it needs to be. I agree, I know. Alright, snapshot time, just a moment, and then wham! Whoa, that was so close. Yeah, just a teensy bit off. I'm sure I can... That's what they say about me, is I'm making things that look... Oh my god. Just let me... Come on. What controller I'm using? I'm using a Pro controller, but like... So... I need... When... Steam doesn't have like a good way for Pro controllers to work, so you need to like install a plugin into your computer, which I have done, but it's like, I think it's the emulator might be what's causing the issue here, because I don't have this sensitivity issue when I'm playing like regular games using the controller. God. And then they reset my angle. Like, that's like the minimum that I can adjust it. It might be the emulator, at least partly, but on PS4 controller it's not that bad. Yeah, this is... Oh my god. Come on. Oh, man. Yeah. I don't think this is worth... I don't think I can do it. Not reasonably. That's so frustrating. I might have to check what I can do about my emulator between streams, see if I can adjust that. Or if there's like a suggestion online on what I can do to fix it. So that was just a waste of 30 rupees. That's pretty dope. Okay. Well, at the very least, let's get started on the other stuff. We can collect some rupees so that we can buy the bomb bag. So that's pretty good. Mr. Highball, wait! Greetings, Mr. Highball. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from the Kakariko Goods. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the letter that tells you, hey, we're selling bombs now. You should come buy some bombs. I can't remember if you... I think you... Oh! Wait, I can't get that. I can't get that bug yet. Right, you absolutely need bombs to progress forward. Okay. So I need to scrounge up 50 rupees so that I can get the bombs plus the bomb bag. Might be something as simple as calibrating my sticks again. That could be it for sure. That's something that I haven't had to do yet. So I might just be like running on the default calibration settings. Which might be oversensitive. This goes back to Kaker, right? Yeah, and takes all of 30 seconds, at least on Dolphin. Good to know. I just don't want to do it on... I don't like doing, like, technical maintenance stuff on stream if I don't have to. It feels unprofessional, even though it's like I'm playing video games on the internet. Who am I trying to impress? Put away. Dismount. Alright. Yeah, it's not fun watching people do their on-stream setup stuff. It's like you should have that all figured out prior to stream. So, if an issue ever rises up for me, I tend to just be like, well, I'll fix that in between streams. So, tomorrow, hopefully, it will not be as much of an issue. I think... Wait, no, that's not what I need. There's a chest here. I think it might actually have 50 rupees in it. Still got it. There's also a bug here. You got a male ant. Wow. It's so crazy how often you find streams where the sound settings are all over the place. Game so loud it clearly drowns out the streamer. I mean, OBS has like on... There's literally just like a bar that shows your audio levels. And if it like gets too high, it shows like it's peaking and stuff. You can just tweak using that, right? Granted, sometimes I'll have people be like, oh, game's a little loud, and I'll adjust it on the fly, but like... It shouldn't be... It's not that hard to figure out how to fix that kind of issue, right? Or maybe it all depends on like what people want. Like maybe some streamers are more focused on trying to just show the game instead of themselves. But at that point, like, what's the point of streaming? Yeah, a game being a little loud is very different than the game completely overtaking the streamer, for sure. Like, in my mind, if someone's showing up to a stream, it's because they're wanting to see the streamer. Like, the game's also part of it, for sure. But, like, people can play games on their own, right? Bonds Bombs boasts the biggest blast, believe it! Date Bio. Better buy a bunch before they're all bought. Can't beat Barnes Bombs. What's this now? You ain't got a bomb bag for carrying bombs, huh? I have a special offer going right now. My bomb bag premium kit, which comes with a bag and bombs, just 120 rupees. I'll take it. Oh, you combine bomb arrows, blah, blah, blah. Bag with bomb. Well, hey, we're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you just drop on by anytime. That's... You have no work-life schedule, my dude. That's awful. But also, sometimes you just don't feel like playing. Kick your feet up on table, watch someone else play. It's fun. Sure. But I mean, like, that's kind of what Let's Plays are all about, right? I think, like, at least in my opinion, one of the main appeals of a stream is, like, chat and the streamer interacting with each other in real time. That's like its own unique form of entertainment. So if like the streamer can't be heard, it kind of defeats that whole thing, right? The one that kind of gets me is like the streamers who just don't talk with chat at all. They just sit there. Like, I mean, I get it. You have the software and a computer, so your thought process is, oh, I might as well just, like, stream myself playing video games, but I mean, like, I don't know. Anyone, literally anyone can do that. Greetings, Mr. Highball. I have come to deliver a letter. It is a letter from Barnes' Bombs. To be honest, mostly watch streams in the morning or late at night when you can't be bothered to start playing anything. Yeah, for sure. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to mail. Professional CS and League. Okay. So I've played like only a handful of League, and I know absolutely nothing about Counter-Strike. Professional gaming is an entirely different thing. Yes, that's true. Like, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I cannot go over that. Yeah, like, that thought process definitely changes if, like, you're watching, like, a pro league, like, team member playing. Counter-Strike's a jam and has been for ages. Alright, give me, as someone who's, like, completely in the dark on Counter-Strike. Talk to me like I'm an idiot. What's the main appeal of Counter-Strike? What's the goal? Why is it hype? All that jazz. Because I'm always down to learn why something is really attracts someone's attention, you know? Shh. Kaladushu, man. Yeah, I do know that it's a first-person shooter. But that's basically as far as my knowledge of the game goes. I don't have any arrows. So, we're just throwing the bomb. Hiya. Back onto the horse. Oh. Well. Right. It's gone. And thus the Smash stage was born. Let's go do that thing. There we go. For down the line, when we can get that bridge piece back. The goal is simple. Terrorists win by planting a bomb and it blowing up or killing the counter-terrorists. Counter-terrorists by killing all the terrorists or defusing the bomb that the terrorists have planted. The hype sort of comes partly from how simple the game seems, but by being a huge Counter-Strike nerd myself, you know how difficult the shooting mechanics actually are, or which are an important part of the shooting game. Okay. So, while the game itself is simple, there's like a lot of thought and tactic that can go into it. Ah, we're finally here. There's only one fuse shadow left. So this is the last of the Twilight you'll see, I guess. Whether or not you accomplish your final task and survive is up to you. Eehee. So what will you do? Well, at the very least, we'll get started on the stuff here. That's why it's a really good spectator esport. Even if you don't know anything about the game, you can easily tell who's winning in what situation. Cool. League, I've got a little bit more experience with. I played like for maybe like 5 or 6 months. I never even got to level 30 with the game, but I've watched a decent amount of content on the game. Like seeing people who are good at the game is super cool. Because I'm not, and I find League's one of those games that's just like, it's very not new player friendly, especially like the community, like the average League lobby that you put yourself into, you're going to run into a lot of people that are not the most kind, so that's pretty discouraging. Or even an experience where I might need a second to look at any given game to figure out who's winning currently. That's true. Or sometimes it's like really hard to tell what's even happening in like a big 5v5 fight in League with like all the particle effects and stuff that are going on. But like Professional League is like its own beast, right? Where like every single death that happens is so important. Whereas, like, my roommate, he got up to, like, gold or something. You've been playing League since starting in Season 3. Wow. What season are they on now? I'm not 100% sure, but I know Season 3 is like pretty early on. But Highball, can you at least promise me this? Just come home safely. You start 15 plus years. Season 13 now. Alright, so you're like kind of long-term in franchise for both of them. Cool, cool. Forget the youth scent. Get it out of here. I don't need to... Why would I need to remember the scent of the kids?
Hello.
You smell the girl, don't you?
What is
I can tell by that look on your face. Well, good. It's another clue then. You're red rocketing, Link. Keep it together. But the scent could be quite old. I wonder if she's still alright. Eehee. Like to commit to games for long term. That's super cool. I've always been more partial towards like single player experiences. So I've never really found a singular game that I can just like sit down and be like, yeah, I could play this game for like 10 years. And I am jealous of people that do have that kind of experience, you know. We finally made it back here. Well, only a little further, so hang in there. Or so I'd like to say, but the going's a lot harder from here on out. Eehee. Alright then, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to Hyrule Castletown. Don't mind me. Old school RuneScape. You're not the only person that frequents my chat that loves themselves some old school RuneScape, let me tell you. I've heard a lot about that one. I've never played RuneScape. I had a roommate who was like super into it. Like he would mine resources like all day long. It's 100% your second monitor game. Yeah, I had a roommate who had like three monitors set up, and one of them was like YouTube. The second one was like whatever he was focusing on, and then the third one would just be old school RuneScape with him just like clicking periodically to have his characters slap one singular pixel on the map over and over again. And there's like apparently this subreddit where you can sell off the resources in the game for like actual tangible real world money. So he did that. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, sure. I for one don't see much of the appeal for it. It's just people who are addicted to seeing numbers go up. That is the second time someone today in chat has been like, number go up, because we were talking about auto clickers earlier as well, and I'm not an auto clicker guy. Like, I need my games to be a little more than just small number get big, you know. I need a little more tangible things going on with my game. Yeah, RuneScape is just a longer time investment. Yeah, I mean, from my understanding, you can just sink hundreds and hundreds of hours into that game. Because everything just, like, takes a long-ass time to do, right? And I mean, if you can derive that much entertainment out of, like, a single game, that's awesome. Like, being able to get hundreds and hundreds of hours of entertainment out of a single game is like, that's kind of the dream, right? Especially one that's like free to play like RuneScape, right? I am right in my recollection, it's a free to play game. You're like 2,500 hours deep into your account, not even close to max stat or the best gear. That's so crazy. That's so crazy that someone could put in that amount of time and not and not be, like, near completion. There she is. I found the girl.
This boy, can you save him? Alright, little lady, try to settle down, okay? I just now sent for the doctor. But this is strange. A child of the Zorus. I wonder if this is all related to the incident the soldiers were talking about and back. RuneScape is free to play, but there's paid subscription, which has most of the content. Okay, okay. But you can buy the bonds for the subscription with in-game gold. Okay, and how much grinding does that take? We've had a ton of complaints from citizens who can't send prayers to the spirit of Lake Hylia. Go there. The location is the one I showed you on the map earlier. Got it? What? Study it. Know it well. Alright. I received orders from above to investigate why we can't go to the Spirit Lake and the Springs Spirit in Lake Hylia. Got that? With a medium level account, takes maybe 10 hours of relatively chill grind for 14 days of sub. Okay. And when it gets down to the 14 days running out, you can you like keep grinding the gold like periodically during that 14-day period and just like re-up your subscription every 2 weeks? So then, like, it's not just exclusively 10 hours of chipping away at gold. Okay, that's not too bad, then. It's cool that they have that alternative. Alright. So now we go to Lake Hylia, which is drying up. Not allowed to go that way. We can't go through that way.
What can make it up? One. Think
You have to warp from here, you have to find a point in the area first. Okay, right. They don't let you soft lock yourself. That's nice. For everyone who might be interested in starting, I always recommend buying like 4 months of sub with real money. They can easily maintain bonds with just in-game going while not having to spend your whole 14 days just grinding gold. Okay. And like that 4-month period basically gives you enough time, or like enough of a stockpile of gold that you can basically coast on that for the foreseeable future. Sounds good. Yeah, I have all the happiness in the world for the people that are big into RuneScape, but from what I've seen of the game, it feels like it's not the type of thing for me. Just because, like, the idea of just, like, your character spending so much time grinding just to accomplish, like, basically anything in the game is just, like, not my jam. I just played through the first 3 Dark Souls games, and one thing that I kept reiterating was, I hate grinding. It's one of my least favorite things to do in games, because I feel like I shouldn't have to just, like, stop all forward progression in a game in order to just, like, stay in one area and mindlessly attack things until my numbers get high enough to do a thing. But again, that kind of relates back to the number go up thing, right? And, like, I do like RPGs. I love me some RPGs, but when you have to, the game is, like, balanced around you having to do grinding, that's usually the type of RPGs I tend to avoid. Like, hate grinding in, like, Pokemon games or JRPGs in general. Yeah, Pokemon's, like, a pretty bad offender of it. They have made it easier in, they helped reduce the whole grind with like them reworking some of the mechanics, but like, yeah, going back to some of those early Pokemon games where they just expect you to like beat up enemies over and over and over. But games like RuneScape or even Devil, where the grind is the game you can't enjoy. That's fair. That actually is a pretty good point. That, like, if that's the whole point of the game, then you should know what you're getting into. Oh no, we're trapped! Get out of here! Alright. Woo! Don't like use some older Pokemon games. But these days, if I play them, I always do Nuzlocke with infinite rare candies, so you can just skip the grinding part. That's funny that you bring that up, because I was actually just going to make the same point. There's, if you're into, like, Nuzlocke, you probably know who Pokemon Challenges is. And one thing that he reiterates a lot of the time is, like, the whole point of the game is, like, the Nuzlocke challenge, and grinding is just, like, sometimes you get bad deaths in Nuzlocke just because, like, you're zoning out because you're like, I just want to get my Pokemon's levels up to a necessary point. And just hack in rare candies. Just use rare candies. It's good advice. I have a friend who made so much money in WoW that she was constantly buying subscription tokens from the AH for several months in advance and tons of other stuff, which at certain points she could turn to IRL currency on her Blizzard account. She was absolutely loaded and played the economy of that game more than the game itself. Sick. That's cool that that's a thing that you can do. Whew. That was a close one. We're lucky there was a puddle down here, Bo. Huh? So this is Lake Hylia, but there's so little water. It sounds like the Spirit's Spring should be somewhere around here as well. Anyway, let's take a look around. The Zoras! A drop in water has been faster than predicted. At this rate, Lake Hylia will dry up. It's a race against time. We've had absolutely no water flowing from upstream. There's no mistaking it. Something must have happened at the water source in our home, Zora's Domain. Yet, how are we to return upstream to our home? With the way things are now, we can't even walk back there. You got a friend who started old school RuneScape at the same time as me, who got really lucky with high-end gear drops at one point and sold his whole bank for $6,000 US, $6,000 US dollars when he quit. Holy shit. That's awesome. That's so cool. I do like that kind of thing can exist in a game like RuneScape.
I'm too old for this. Fair Fabi's watertop land, a fantastic nation. It's our grand reopening at our new lake bottom location. Yeah, nice lake. Don't lakes have more, I don't know, water? Do Zoras who live upriver do something? Or is it a curse from that spirit that floats around up there? Whatever. It's not like I can go up and complain. That's way too high. Who's that? A customer. Yikes! It's a monster!
Alright. Here it comes. Fight, 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 fight. So I even mean that for a long time, some Venezuelans have been grinding RuneScape Gold to sell for real money because it pays better than actual jobs there because of inflation that they get from the money as US dollars. Man. That's, sad. Like, good for them for, like, being able to, like, work the system in their favor. But it's a real shame that, like, that's kind of where they have to turn to because of the state of their country. A friend of mine just recently went on a trip to, like, a year-long school trip to Japan. And he left, like, just prior to, like, a lot of the inflation that we're seeing right now. And basically, the Canadian dollar was, like, 72 cents to, like, or it was like 72 yen per 1 Canadian dollar or something like that. And by the time that he got, like, on the flight from Canada to Japan, it went up to, like, 145 yen to the dollar, so his money basically doubled on the flight to go to Japan. I'm your new master now. Settle down. Alright, writers. Hey, why don't we use this guy to get us all the way to the lake's water source? Minigame. I think my plan for the rest of the stream is to get up to the point where we're doing the bug, the Tears of Light stuff. That's probably where I'll end today's stream off. And then we'll pick up right at that point tomorrow. Because the Tears of Light stuff in this section of the game is like the longest that it is. The best way to travel anyways is to enjoy cheaper countries. True. Like, I know Thailand is like a fairly popular location to travel to for like abroad vacations because like everything is so cheap in comparison to like the strength of local currency. That's something I've never had the pleasure of doing, is like going abroad. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I did not have a passport for the longest time. Like, we just never had one with my family when we were growing up because we never really left the country. Our taxes on alcohol are crazy, so it's always nice to travel just one country over for cheaper beer. I guess that is just a thing that you can do in Europe, huh? You're like, do you want to just go to a different country for the day? Fair enough. What's the border situation like? Like, is it pretty lax? I mean, what are those doors up to anyway? The river's run totally dry, right? I can't work like this. Cold. I miss my fur coat. We just jumped down, right? I think so. Yeah. Right. Yeah, I didn't get my passport until like 2019 or something. The only way you can really tell it's a border crossing is just that there's a sign saying, "Yo, welcome to here." Okay, fair enough. Yeah, border regulations between like Canada and the United States are much stricter. Oh, hey, what's going on here? I thought it was getting colder, but who would have thought that it would all be frozen? This is sort of a village, right? Why don't I see any of them then? Especially when one country over is like one province over, if that. Yeah, very true. Yeah, we are a very large country. You got your fellow Nordic countries where you can legally travel without passport, just have an ID. Very nice. Yeah, so up until 2019, I didn't even have the option to go to other countries. But then, you know, 2020 and everything that went along with that happened, so the opportunities to do some abroad traveling unfortunately have been minimal up until recently. So I'm hoping to try and rectify that situation soon. It's just a matter of where do I want to go. And that friend of mine who is in Japan, or went to Japan, he plans on going back at some point. Wow, thanks, game. You drive to Sweden 2 or 3 times a year to buy snus. I'm not familiar with snus. Jump. Savage. Absolutely savage. Tobacco product that you put in your upper lip. Oh, okay, gotcha. We do have that. It's like a cleaner version of dip. Oh, okay, so never mind. I was thinking of dip. Interesting. And they sell it in Sweden, but they don't sell it in Finland. Interesting. It's illegal to sell in Finland. Okay. Let me around. Illegal to sell in the EU. Oh, okay. But Sweden isn't a part of that. That's so weird. Okay. There we go. A portal is open here too. We can finally warp. If you want to breathe the air of the world of light for a moment, let me know. I'll take you there. Yes, please. Oh wait, hold on. I probably need to do that first. So you gotta drive there. Wait, so selling it... No. Having it, custody of it, and bring it back to the country, that's totally fine. How does... That seems like really arbitrary. Wow, this is really strange. What in the world happened? Hey, what do you want to do? We can't just leave them like this. I think all we need to do is thaw them out. It does us no good to just stand there thinking. Let's leave and come back later. That's... Other than sweet. Yeah, sure, alright. You know, sometimes laws don't need to make sense. They just are enforced. The portal should work for us. We need to find a way to melt the ice and then come back here. Yeah, I know where we're going.
It's stupid. Yeah, that does sound asinine. I don't know. Some people need to do bureaucracy just because it makes jobs and paperwork. Force you to drive 12 hours to Sweden a few times a year just to do. Yep. Could you get it shipped to your country? Like, could you purchase it from out of country and have it shipped to your location, or is that not okay? Yeah. Gonna be expensive with customs having to snatch that package. Fair. Fair point. No. Goosh. Can't order any tobacco products. Can bring them back with you. Can... Whatever. Whatever floats your boat, EU, I guess. Including e-cigs. Huh. So are all tobacco products illegal to sell? Or is it just like certain tobacco products? The Zoras are safe now, so let's go. The ice melted and restored the water flow to normal. Can we finally meet the spirit of Lake Hylia? I think we could. I think we just might. You can buy e-cigs and normal tobacco from any store. But you can't... Okay. Alright. So you can purchase them in your country just fine. But if you were to order them from across borders, that would be illegal? I'm so confused. Okay, sure. Please, you must allow me to thank you for revitalizing both my people and the spring, which is the water source for all the lands of Hyrule. I love this rendition of the Serenade of Water. It's really nice. In life, I was the elder of this Zora village and the queen of my people. I was called Rutella. Not to be mistaken for a hazelnut spread that goes on toast. Not to be rude, but you didn't exactly do it for you guys. The Dark Ones. They raided this village and, as a message to my people, executed me before them. Young man, who takes the form of a proud beast, I have something to ask of you. When the Dark Ones descend upon our village, I send my young one, Release, to Hyrule Castle to inform Princess Zelda of our fate. But I feel danger following him through this doomed place. I feel it. His presence grows fainter to me over time. But my time in this world has passed, and though I would give it gladly, I no longer have a life to risk in his rescue. Please, would you save my dearest prince, Release? Release? There's also an exception, nicotine pouches, which are pretty much same as snus, but without tobacco. They are just cellulose patches with nicotine and flavoring. And those ones are fine, because it doesn't have tobacco in it. Okay. If you do this thing, I will bestow upon you the protection of water. This power will grant you the ability to swim and respire in very deep water, as if you were a Zora. Please, save my son. So if we help her, she'll grant you the power to swim in deep water like a Zora, huh? So, what do you say, hero? Oh, but now that I think about it, I don't suppose you should meet the prince as a wolf, huh? Hee. For some reason, those are under the medical substance laws instead of tobacco product laws. Yeah, because, like, nicotine patches are, like, marketed as, like, a way to treat someone for nicotine addiction. So I guess you could spin it as, like, a medical product. So that's how you get around... That's how you get around those laws, I guess. Uh-huh. Yeah, but e-cigs have tobacco in them. I guess it's like the main difference, right?
Do you want my once?
Looks like the shock of that impact not only raised the water level, but sped up the flow, too. This water should flow all the way down to the lake. Why don't you let it take you there? Okay. Nah, these things are just propylene glycol, vegetable glycerol, and nicotine and flavoring. So there's no tobacco of any kind. Huh. Is it just because it has cigarette in the name? Alright. Ugh, aren't you awake yet? Look, we got washed all the way down to Lake Hylia, just as I predicted. And it looks like we're right in front of the Spirit's Spring to boot. Talk about lucky. It's stupid, gotta live with it. Yep, sounds about right. Well, let's go, snap out of it, and get to the Spirit. Okay, stop yelling at me, Midna. I've done nothing but be cooperative with you. Hello. I am the last of the spirits of light, consumed by Twilight. Hero, chosen one of the gods, you have done well to make it this far. Gather my scattered tears of light that were stolen by shadow. Gather them in this. You got the vessel of light. It's crucial to collect the tears of light. If you fill it with the tears of light, you'll cut through the darkness. Blah, 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 blah. I am sure you know by now the forms that these dark insects take when they steal our light. In this shadow realm of Twilight, the insects are invisible, like the humans of this world. Collect my light, lift the final cloud of Twilight, then threaten to cover all of Hyrule. Alright, cool, cool. That's what we're gonna call it for today. Ugh. Solid progress. Hey man, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that quite a bit. So I stream my time at 6 p.m., which your time would be 3 in the morning. So you'll know where to find me. I do this Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Have a nice rest. You too, man. Enjoy your day off. Get some time in on your car. All that good jazz. And I will hopefully catch you later. Have a good night, everyone, and take care. Yeah, let's see what happens to be up at the same time. Exactly right. It was nice to meet you, at least. So thanks. Take care.